You'll see versions of these. These are sort of long elevations of the three house types. Top left, you've got flats, then two-bedroom house, three-bedroom house. Again, to reiterate, you'll never see these like this. You'll always see them with, by block views or landscaping. Perspective will change it a whole load of different ways. But we have to produce these for planning, and they're a bit brutal, actually. Looked like this, but I've seen as a planner, I've seen loads of plans like this, and I know that they don't look like this when they're finished. And that's why we've done so many of these 3D views, and we'll still be producing more of those as we go through this process. This is just another a series we've done of landscape options. So it's the same view, just showing different ways in which the areas between the houses could be treated. Top left is a sort of fairly formal, a bit more like the field, I suppose. When you've got top right, same sort of thing, same sort of layout, but with more informal grass and shrubs. Then an informal duneland vegetation. What would it be like if we just let the gorse and the lichens run riot in an informal way? And then bottom right is, well, what if we wanted to consciously try and create an edible or a permaculture landscape there? What might that space look like? Again, this is just to show the view of the development, as a bird would flying over. Again, and the main emphasis of this is just to show this in some sort of context. Cornelia is going to carry on now and talk more about why we think what we've done here is inspirational. Okay, so again, just to reiterate, do take the opportunity. There's a summary of these in the CC with a comments book, but there's full plans out there in the foyer. They're huge plans. You can really get a good look at them. But please, when you make comments, please put your name on them. That's a tradition of the community that any comments are attributable. There's a few comments out there already, and nobody's put their names on it. So I'd really ask you to do that. Thank you very much.
Well, I have the privilege of talking about the good bits, and I want to do that quite swiftly. I have a lot of pictures to show you, and also the slides. I will not read every single word that I've written on the slides, and there are not that many on there, so you can read them, and I'll just chat along as we go, and hopefully I won't go too much over my 10 minutes. So we'll cover eco-features, co-creation with nature and the community, social, financial aspects, and a wee summary at the end. One of the things you have not heard, you have heard most of the things that I will talk about already, but what you haven't heard is that we're going to build with straw bales. Now, we have experience here in the community with straw bales, and that experience is totally positive in the sense that Carl would build a straw bale house again today if that would be required, and he'd had the funding to do so. And he's very enthusiastic about, he's sitting there in the back. Hi, Carl. We had a long conversation about all this earlier, and he is very happy to help us with any of his experiences and his expertise. But he's very enthusiastic that we will build again with straw. Now, hopefully this will work. This is not a fantastic video, but it's a clip I have put together for you. No?
They're building a whole house from the environmentally friendly material to see how it stays warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It's being made from straw bale and hemp padded panels and stapled together with giant cocktail sticks.
Straw is a fantastic product. It's grown locally on farms all over Great Britain. It is not fully exploited by farmers, yet it has fantastic properties in the building trade. It is a great insulator. It's a good sound absorber, and it's virtually free.
This house is made of straw, the latest eco-building material. It's
my down house, so we have the main living area upstairs. To my left we have what would be the kitchen area if we were to fully fit it out. Being the building's made from straw bale panels and FSC timber, it's probably one of the most sustainable products currently in the UK.
Last year, they helped television presenter Kevin MacLeod build an eco-house for Channel 4's Grand Designs exhibition.
I'm excited about this project for a number of reasons. I'm also a developer, And what excites me is the idea of reproducibility, that you can take a system and that you can make it commercial and that you can ship it out. But not only that, but in the case of this system, you can use local craftsmen, local materials, and root construction in the communities that are going to live in the buildings built from it. That's a very important quality. Straw is an inherently interesting material. It's rot-proof, it's vermin-proof, it's even fireproof when it's compacted. Would you believe?
Both in terms of their thermal performance, but also acoustically. And they make for very, very calm, quiet, very meditative places. So, and this building is no exception.
Sorry about the sound. I hope you heard some of that. The other feature is that we will build with solid timber, and I do have a block to show. I won't throw it at you. This is a quite substantial piece of wood, which comes in great lengths, which allows wide span. That gives us flexibility so that we don't need to do weight-bearing structures within the span of the house, which then allows walls to be removed if owners would so choose later on. It is also very, very good thermal mass and good acoustic insulation. Unfortunately, these laminated wood are not produced yet in Scotland. We are hoping that with us building 25 houses with it, will inspire other people to create demand for it, so that eventually Scottish wood will be also used to produce them. At the moment it comes from Austria, where it has been designed and worked with for many years and with great awareness. It's cross-laminated timber, which I of course immediately went, oh, but you know, they will have to glue that, and how healthy is that if there is any glue involved. They've done a lot of research. The glue is completely solvent-free and inert, so will not, there is no formaldehyde or any other toxic substance involved with that. The insulation values are very good, and they have experience in many countries doing that. The other eco-feature has been already mentioned. There's terrace design. We share walls, use land sparingly, and facilitate the co-housing concept. Oh, I've done it twice. What a shame. There you go. Go back. And then solar design. All houses are aligned and fitted with solar panels. The sun studies show that even in winter, the solar gain will still be available, provided that we don't grow too high trees to the south of the houses. We have a district heating system, as Bill has mentioned, with low carbon wood chips, and we know that the estimate of 60 to 80 tons to heat those 25 units is very, very favorable compared to one of the most eco houses we have at the park, which uses 8 tons for a one-family house. We also have planned in a large storage area so that delivery intervals can be minimized, and we're expecting the truck to have to come once a month, was it? No, less than that. Less than once a month. Less than once a month to drive up to this big dump area where the wood chips will be dumped in and stored. Okay, we've done listening to the land, which resulted in a master plan. The master plan